Welcome, Class 9 budding mathematicians. Today, we embark on an exciting journey into the world of circles. We'll uncover the fundamental definitions and fascinating parts that make up these perfect shapes. From the very basic concept of a circle to its intricate components like radius, diameter, chords, arcs, segments, sectors, secants, and tangents, we'll explore it all. Get ready to build a strong foundation, moving from easy concepts to more challenging ideas, understanding how circles shape our world. Let's dive in. Ready to start simple? In this easy section, we'll define what a circle is and introduce its most basic parts. Think of it as learning the ABCs of circular geometry. Our first step is understanding what a circle truly is. Imagine a fixed point, our center. Now, picture all the points that are exactly the same distance away from this center. Connect them, and you have a circle. This fixed distance is called the radius, and it's key to defining the size of our circle. So, a circle is just a collection of points, all equally far from its middle point. Next, let's identify the main characters in our circle story. The radius connects the center to the circle's edge. Double that radius passing through the center, and you get the diameter, the longest line segment inside a circle. Any line segment connecting to points on the circle is a chord. A curved piece of the circle's boundary is an arc. And the entire boundary itself? That's the circumference, like the perimeter of a square. Now, let's test your understanding with a few quick questions. Can you define a circle in your own words? What's the direct relationship between a diameter and a radius? And finally, try drawing a circle and correctly labeling its center, a radius, a diameter, and a chord. Pause, think, and draw. Great job with the basics. Now, let's deepen our knowledge. In this medium section, we'll explore more complex parts and lines associated with a circle. Let's quickly recap our fundamental definitions, but with a bit more detail. Remember, the radius is the lifeline from the center to the edge, and all radii in a circle are equal. The diameter is simply twice the radius and is the longest possible chord. Chords cut across the circle, and arcs are just curved portions of its boundary. The circumference is the complete path around the circle, its total length. Moving on to new parts, segments and sectors. Imagine a chord cutting through a pizza. The two pieces you get are called segments, a smaller minor segment and a larger major segment. Now, if you cut a pizza slice from the center, that's a sector bounded by two radii and an arc. Again, you can have a minor or major sector, depending on the size of the slice. Beyond internal parts, lines can interact with a circle in specific ways. A secant is a straight line that slices through the circle, intersecting it at two distinct points. Think of it as an extended chord. On the other hand, a tangent is a special line that just kisses the circle, touching it at exactly one point. A crucial property to remember is that a tangent is always perpendicular to the radius drawn to its point of contact, forming a perfect right angle. Time to check your understanding of these new concepts. First, how would you distinguish between a chord and a diameter? Next, explain the difference between a segment and a sector. Can you draw any tangents from a point asterisk inside asterisk a circle? What's a line called if it cuts a circle at 2 points? Finally, draw a circle and correctly label a minor arc, minor segment, and major sector. Excellent work so far. Now, let's elevate our understanding. In this hard section, we'll dive into the deeper geometric significance and interrelationships of a circle's components. Let's formalize our definitions. A circle isn't just a round shape, it's a precise mathematical locus. Every point on the circle is equidistant from its center. This concept helps us define the interior and exterior regions. We'll also analyze the interplay between chords, diameters, and arcs. Remember, while every diameter is a chord, It's special, it's the longest one, dividing the circle into two equal semicircles. The length of an arc directly depends on the angle it sweeps at the center. Segments and sectors aren't just regions, they have specific area implications. A segment's area can be visualized as the area of a sector minus the triangle formed by the radii and the chord. A sector's area is a fraction of the circle's total area, proportional to its central angle. Understanding these relationships is key. Moreover, the famous constant pi, or pi, defines the relationship between a circle's circumference and its diameter, a ratio that's constant for all circles. It's approximately 3.14159 and is fundamental to circular calculations. Secants and tangents hold unique geometric power. A secant slices through, creating two intersection points. A tangent, however, elegantly touches at just one point. The theorem stating that a radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact is incredibly powerful, forming right angles crucial for many proofs. Also, from an external point, exactly two tangents can be drawn to a circle, and their lengths from that external point to the points of contact are always equal. These properties are cornerstones of advanced circle geometry. Let's challenge your analytical skills. Can a chord ever be longer than a diameter? Explain. How is the area of a minor segment derived from other parts? State the fundamental property linking a tangent and a radius. What two names describe a line segment passing through the center and touching the circle at 2 points? If a circle's circumference is 44 centimeters, what's its radius? Draw and mark tangents from an exterior point. Finally, what's the difference between a circle and its circumference? You've mastered the fundamentals and intermediate concepts. Now, get ready for the ultimate challenge. In this hardest section, we'll explore competitive depth, engineering insights, and advanced theoretical connections related to circles. Let's begin with a rigorous look at definitions. A circle is truly a geometric locus defined by an algebraic equation, setting the stage for analytical geometry. We'll also dive into advanced properties of chords and arcs. Remember, a perpendicular from the center always bisects a chord. Equally important, equal chords subtend equal angles at the center, and they are equidistant from the center. These theorems are not just facts but tools for solving complex problems. We'll also see how arc length is directly proportional to the central angle, a critical concept. Angles within circles are fascinating. The angle an arc subtends at the center is always double the angle it subtends at any point on the remaining circumference. This leads to profound results, like the angle in a semicircle always being a right angle. We'll also touch upon the power of a point theorem, a powerful concept for understanding relationships between intersecting chords, secants, and tangents from an external point, often seen in competitive exams. This theorem provides a constant product for segments created by these lines. Circles aren't just theoretical, they're everywhere in the real world. In mechanical engineering, gears, pulleys, and bearings rely entirely on precise circular geometry and tangent properties for smooth motion and power transmission. Architects use circles for structural stability in domes and arches, and for aesthetic appeal. In optics, the curvature of lenses, which are sections of spheres, dictates how light bends. Even GPS systems use spherical geometry, an extension of circles, to calculate positions. Understanding these applications brings geometry to life and highlights its practical importance. Finally, let's briefly look at radian measure, an alternative to degrees crucial in higher mathematics and physics. 1 radian is defined by an arc length equal to the radius, simplifying formulas for arc length and sector area. This unit provides a more natural way to express angles in many contexts. The legacy of circular geometry extends from ancient constructions to modern technology, continuously enabling innovation and deeper understanding of the universe around us. Circles are truly fundamental to both pure and applied mathematics. Alright, brainiacs, let's tackle the first 5 challenges. Prove that the perpendicular from the center bisects a chord. If two circles intersect, prove their centers lie on the common chord's perpendicular bisector. For equal chords, prove their arcs are equal. Given a 10 cm chord and 13 cm radius, find the chord's distance from the center. And finally, if a tangent PQ with radius 5 cm meets a line from center O at Q, where OQ is 12 cm, find PQ's length. Good luck! Ready for the final 5? An arc of length 5 pi cm with a 10 cm radius, find its central angle in degrees and radians. How are tangents crucial in bicycle chain design? Two concentric circles, radii 6 and 10 cm, find the length of the larger circle's chord which touches the smaller one. State and explain the angle in a semicircle theorem. And finally, if a point P is 13 cm from the center and its tangent is 12 cm, what's the circle's radius? You've got this! And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the fascinating world of circles. I hope you've enjoyed exploring all its definitions and properties, from the basics to advanced concepts and real-world applications. To continue your learning journey, explore more such engaging content and practice questions at synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting educational content. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep mastering mathematics.